Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Before I get started, I want to thank TV47 and Robert for all the things they do to help us put this program on. We have some very exciting news to talk about. It's that big time of year for us. It's summertime, and joining me today is Sarah Osborne. She's over our teen services and lots of other things, Sarah. I don't even know how to describe all that you do, but we appreciate it. Yeah. We're going to talk about our summer reading program. The summer reading program at the Comer Library has been around for, I don't know, 50 more years, I'm sure. A long time. Yeah, we've been involved in the last several, and we have such a wonderful time. One of the things we do is on Mondays and Wednesdays for 6 weeks, we have programs for all age children, 3 and up, I think would enjoy it, but we're family friendly, so we love for parents, grandparents, caregivers, babysitters to come. We have such a great time. Everything is free at the library also. All of our programs are free, and they are sponsored by some of our partners in the community, and that is a list too long.
Yes, we have great sponsors. The community gives so much. Just everybody really pitches in because they understand the importance of summer reading and what these programs do for children and teens. So we're very fortunate.
Don't let me forget the teens. I want to remember that too.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and start talking about our programs on Mondays and Wednesdays. We've got some slides to show you some of our performers. These are outside performers who come. The first day is
June the 10th is our very first program, and that's Didgeridoo Space Adventure by Didgeridoo Down Under, which is Australian music.
Australian music. That just sounds, I just want to come to hear the man talk.
Yes.
With that Australian accent. They do music, which I know everybody loves music, I think, but they also teach a lot about Australia. So a little bit of a cultural experience there. They're fun. It says it will have stunning space posters, intergalactic storytelling, and other celestial surprises. And that's one thing I forgot to tell is our theme. I got started right on the programs before I told you the theme. It is Alabama has a universe of stories. The national theme or the international theme for libraries is a universe of stories, which involves space, things like that. But in Alabama, we're doing Alabama has a universe of stories, because it's the Alabama Bicentennial. Alabama will be 200 in December, I believe
so. And yeah, I mean, that's something to celebrate because you only turn 200 once, so we want to do it big. So
that's right. So we're doing kind of a combination. So June the 10th is Didgeridoo Down Under.
And then the next Wednesday we have Aliens Escape from Earth Science Tellers.
We've never had this group before. The first group we haven't, but this is going to be fun. It's science and storytelling put together.
Wow.
With a kind of a space theme, and I think it'll be fun. I can just see, you know, like you see there, foam and gases, smoke, not explosions, but just
no, not in the library.
No, but just fun things to go along with the story. So I think this will be a real interesting program
and educational too. If they really teach about, you know, the reactions of the different things that they do, that'll be very neat.
I'm sure they will. That'll be fun. I'm excited to see them.
Okay, and that was on June 12th, if I didn't mention that. The next program is Monday, June 17th, Cosmic Percussion with the Drummer Dude, Beaten Path Rhythm Events, and we had him last year. And he was so good. He was so good. You
can see there he is. It's Dave Holland. He's the very end of his program. Everybody gets a boom whacker, which are those tubes which make different notes as you're tapping them on the ground, and so that was a grand finale there. But he always is very upbeat, high energy.
Yes. He is a performer. He really is.
He is. Yeah, high energy, just gets the crowd involved. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to Dave Holland coming. And all of our performers promote reading and the library, which of course we love that.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's a great thing.
Next program is June the 19th, Aliens, Astronauts, and a Turtle Named Sam, Barry Mitchell.
Barry Mitchell, we've had him the last few years, I believe. He is hilarious to me, has some of the funniest jokes. He has some puppets that he uses. Sam the Turtle is one of them, and I think Hyena
the Chicken,
the Laughing Chicken, yes. His should be a really fun show. He's got Space Age Magic and Earth's Only Acrobatic Egg. So somehow a lot of these performers will put that theme into their show, the things that they do well. So he said we're going to explore the history and mystery of the universe.
That'll be great. All right, the next program is June the 24th. What's so great about Alabama?
Oh, this is one of our programs that is strictly about the bicentennial or about our state. Tommy Johns is a performer. He's actually from Georgia. We've had him several times. He's one of the biggest book promoters in our programs that we've had. He's doing one strictly about our state, which I'm very impressed with how he puts his programs together. He's from Georgia.
That's amazing. I mean, and to care so much about, Alabama, our
Yes.
area, which he is a great performer. We're always excited to have him because he always, like you said, promotes books, and he always has a fresh new show.
Yes, he does. You may have seen him before, but it'll be a brand new show. And he has a lot of input from teachers and people who help him put programs together. So it'll be educational, but you might not know that because it'll be so much fun. And he has a rat puppet named Roosevelt.
Roosevelt, and who always tries to kiss him. I love Roosevelt Rat. He's so funny.
Oh, that'll be fun. So.
All right, June the 26th, Wednesday, June the 26th, Cirque de Todd Key. We've never had him.
No, we haven't. We've never had, but there he is right there. And I love on the stilts. Maybe he'll bring the stilts with him, but he juggles. To me, juggling is fascinating because it's always just a little bit scary. I think, oh my goodness, they're going to drop something but he sounds like he's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard a lot of good things about him. When I think you gave me his name, or somebody did, heard about him and told me.
I believe our director did, and I think she's seen him on some social media, and it looks like, he'll be a great addition to our, sort of collection of performers that we use.
Something fun to see. One thing I forgot to tell, I got so excited about the programs, I forgot to tell a few things. All of our programs in the summer are at 10 o'clock. These shows, the Mondays and Wednesdays, are from 10 to about 10:50 or 11 o'clock, and we want all of you to come, and like we said before, they are all free. A lot of fun. That gets us through June. This might be a good place to pause and have a commercial break, and hope you'll join us when we come back.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Silicaga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Silicaga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Silicaga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Sarah Osborne, and we're talking about our summer reading program, and we have a lot to tell. We're going to get right to it. We've talked about our Monday, Wednesday programs in June. Those are for all ages at 10 o'clock, and now we're going to start in July. We do take a week off, the week of the 4th, because a lot of people are traveling. So.
Right, vacations, things like that. Everybody wants to go to the beach. I know that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So July 8th is our next program, Monday, July the 8th, and it's Puppets in Space, Jean Cordova.
Jean Cordova is a ventriloquist. Very good. I love to hear him, and I don't think children get to see a ventriloquist very
Not very
I don't
often.
see many of them. He's the only one I know right now, but he is so good and has so many jokes. I know we stood at the back of the auditorium and laughed our heads off last few times he's been here, but he always has a very upbeat, a really interactive kind of show.
Right.
Should
He's
be
good.
great.
He's good for adults as well. I know I saw so many parents and grandparents in the audience that were laughing, and I personally love Puppy. His puppet Puppy is my favorite. He's probably one of my favorite puppets I've ever seen. So
I like the shark because he has funny jokes.
he's
They're
good.
great.
All right, and then Wednesday, July 10th, Amazing Comedy Magic Show by Arthur Atzma.
He is an excellent magician.
Yes.
I still, to this day, do not know how he did some of the programs some of the tricks he did. I remember thinking, how did he get that watch in the bird cage, in the bag, in the box that's locked? But he is very good for adults too. But I know children love magic, and he always puts on a real fun show. So I'm looking forward to having him again this year.
July the 15th, Bubble in Space, Kit Killingsworth, and we've used her a couple of times for
Yes.
programs.
She is great. It's a science program, but it's bubbles, and who doesn't love bubbles? Who doesn't love bubbles? She has big bubbles, small bubbles. She blows. She makes puts them on glasses, makes a little volcano.
She gives her own recipe for bubbles as well, which I think is neat because that's almost like a science project you could do at home. You know, when you take those ingredients and you mix them a certain way, that's something you could do after the program is over. So.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that. It's great. She does a great job, though. A lot of fun activities and she gets kids up on stage too to do
Very
things
interactive,
with her.
yeah.
So a lot of fun. You'll learn something and won't even know it because she's so good.
Wednesday, July 17th, Stars Fell on Alabama Department of Archives and History.
This is a very hands-on program. They did a story time for us one summer, one of the best. Hands-on, children moving from station to station, learning, touching things, learning things. When we saw this lady at the kickoff program, she said, I really want to come to Sylacauga because we're going to talk about the Hodges meteorite.
That's so
as
exciting.
part of the space program. So, and the name of it is
Stars Fell on
Stars
Alabama.
Fell on Alabama. So it's another bicentennial project, bicentennial program. So I'm looking forward to this one. It is going to be hands-on. Even if we have a large crowd, we've got a plan worked out for
We
that.
will make it work.
We will. We will.
July the 22nd, Balloon Blast Off, Dwayne Reynolds. He has such an interesting program. I haven't seen anyone who's a balloon technician before.
Right. He makes, you can see in that picture, he's made a wheelbarrow out of balloons. He makes a lot of these ahead of time because they're large, they're put together.
Time consuming.
Yes. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yes. He'll make like hats. He gets the kids to come up and be part of the show. But he'll make headpieces. He had a mad scientist head one time. But just a lot of fun. Always promotes books and reading and tells stories. So I'm looking forward to having him back again.
And our last program, July the 24th, The Snake Show, Yarborough's Educational Reptiles.
Oh yes, and this was such a big program last year. We're having two showings of the same show twice.
Right.
At 10 o'clock and at 1 o'clock on that Wednesday, July 24th. This is one of the most educational and kind of creepy if you don't like snakes, but the children and the adults too loved it. She has not just snakes, she has an alligator, iguanas, reptiles.
Oh yeah, all sorts. Just about if you can name it, she's brought it. So and it's very educational. I mean, because we do have so many snakes that are native to Alabama, it's very important, I think, to teach safety around reptiles in general from a young age. So hopefully these children, hopefully these children will learn that they are more afraid of you than you are of them, and to just stay away.
Right.
So.
And that's good to know because, like, especially in the summer, you are out and about, maybe walking and hiking. But Becky knows her stuff. Her father, I believe, had the snake show for years, and now she's continuing the same show. Does an excellent job.
She does.
It should be a big fun. So we ask that you either come to the 10 o'clock or the 1 o'clock. It's the same show both times. But we had such a large crowd, we wanted to offer it twice.
Yes.
So I think that'll be fun. Now, that concludes our Monday, Wednesday programs. Again, we said they're at 10 o'clock and they're all free. On Tuesdays, we have story times for preschool children, ages 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Older children are welcome to come, but it is a preschool program. This is what I do. One of them is by somebody else, but I'm going to do them, and it's reading some of our books. We'll read a book and then sing a song, and then we'll read another book, stand up and do an activity, and everybody takes a craft home related to the story time. So it'll be fun. I
Well,
think.
story times are always a blast. I help with those some, and we always really enjoy it. It's a good time for everybody.
We do. It's a good time to sing and dance.
Yeah.
And I'm doing, on June 11th, I'm doing 3-2-1 Blast Off Alabama. So we're going to talk about space. June 18th is Famous Alabamians. Who's who in Alabama? Jesse Owens, Helen Keller, George Washington Carver, people like that. Mae Jemison, who also falls into the space category, and she's from Alabama. She was an astronaut. June 25th is Wild Alabama, butterflies, turtles, and bears. That's our state bird, our state mammal, our state insect, and lots of fun stories about that. Learn a little bit more about our state. Every one of the story times has a bicentennial tie-in to our state. July 9th, Space, the Final Frontier. This is the one done by McWane Center. So anything by McWane
Yes.
is excellent.
Excellent, right.
They always have lots of things to show and make and do, so it's a lot of fun. July 16th, Alabama the Beautiful. We have so much in our state. Beaches, mountains, things like that. So I've chosen some books that talk about different things like that. Everybody, you can go to the beach in Alabama, you can go to the mountains, you can go to the lake. We have marble, we have all kinds of things.
A little bit of everything.
Right. And then the last one on July 23rd is fun in Alabama, things to see and do. There's so much to do here. I mean, right here, Lake Howard. You can go hiking, kayak.
Kayaking,
Yeah,
hiking, fishing. I mean, if you're into hunting, things
Right.
like that. So.
Amusement parks. I mean, we
Right.
have that. Shopping. If you, we have. I don't know if I'm reading a book on shopping, but we have so much to do in Alabama. So we're all of our story times on Tuesdays. They're also at 10 o'clock. They're 10 to 10:30. Preschoolers, we're going to keep it a little bit shorter, but we have a great time there too. And I think we've got time to talk about your teen programs before we pause for a commercial break.
All right. So I do the teen summer programs at the library, and those are at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. And we have a few here starting on June the 12th. That one is titled Save the Bees, and Miss Kathy Coleman from the Eclectic Bee Farm, I have to pronounce it, Eclectic Bee Farm. She's going to come and talk to us about bees and the importance of bees, because that's how we get our food. I mean, those are the greatest pollinators that we have, and if we don't have those, if we don't have them, then we don't have anything to eat.
What are we going to do?
Right. And so we're going to learn a little bit about that. I believe she's going to bring a bee suit and just talk to us. And then after that, we're going to make a bee magnet craft, just some little things to remind you to save the bees.
Right.
And then June the 19th is going to be Pound with Mandy Reams. I had her last year for the teen program, and it was phenomenal. We sweat so much. If you don't know what Pound is, it's more like a cardio, but with drumsticks, if that makes sense. So set to music, different movements. I mean, up high, down low, and you're sort of in a drumming movement. So that was a lot of fun.
She's
really
a fun
enjoyed.
person, very
She is.
interactive and upbeat. She'll be
She
good.
is. And then June the 26th, Game of Palooza, that's one that I'm doing. We're basically just going to have a bunch of games, board games.
Oh, I love it.
Board games, card games, video games. I'm going to bring a Wii and Xbox with a Kinect. We'll play Just Dance and just have a good time. I really enjoy doing programs like that.
And the kids you've had before loved it.
Yes,
They
yes.
loved the games.
I mean, anytime you can just play games is a great
get together
time.
with your friends.
Right. July the 10th is the Insanely Incredible Close-Up Magic Show, and this is by Arthur Atzma. He's a close-up magician who that we're also having for the children's programs, and so he's going to perform some magic for us, and then hopefully teach us how to do some close-up magic.
It's not the same show that
Not
the
the same
children
show,
are having.
right? Yeah, this is just for teens. And July the 17th is Painting Alabama, and artist Kevin Whitman from here in Sylacauga. He's going to give us some step-by-step instructions to create our own masterpiece. I am going to need the step-by-step instructions. I am not a painter. I can barely draw a stick figure. But that'll be a great program. I'm excited, and good for my crafty teens. I do have a few that really enjoy painting and drawing. So, and July the 24th, the Snake Show. So that program is at the same time, the 1 o'clock that the children are going to be, but hopefully it'll be a smaller group so they're able to get maybe a little bit closer and a little bit more in depth since it's not such a large group.
Closer if they want to.
Closer if they want to, right.
Right.
And all these programs are for ages 12 to 18, and you do have to register for these. That'll be available on our website and posted on our Facebook page. You do have to register because I need to keep it to kind of a smaller group, about 20. So, you know, if you'd like to be part of these programs, go ahead and register now so we can get your name down.
Do you register for each program, or is it register just for the teen summer program?
Register for all of them. I mean, if you can't make it to all of them, that's fine. I get it. You know, you want to go on vacation.
Sure.
I'm not going to stop you from going to Florida or wherever, but yeah, just registering for all of them, mostly just so I have kind of a head count to know. Because things like the painting, I need to know, you know, he needs to know about how many canvas to bring and things like that. So
Right.
just kinda
That's
helps.
great. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. You can register online for that. We're going to pause for another commercial break and come back and talk about the Summer Reading Club.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Sarah Osborne. We are talking about our summer reading program at the library. Lots of fun things going on. I do want to say again, everything begins at 10 o'clock. We do 6 weeks in the summer, nothing the week of the 4th of July. Everything is free. We encourage everybody to come. For the children's programs, you do not have to register. We don't need a head count. Now, for the teen programs, you do because of the pain and the performance. You need to know how many
materials,
right, things like that. But for the children's programs, don't register, just show up. That'd be great. Everything is at the library in the auditorium. So as you come in the front library doors, take a right and it's down the hall. So we hope you'll come. We also have something going on called the Summer Reading Club. It's been going on for more than 50 years, I know, a long time.
Yeah.
But the Summer Reading Club, our goal is to keep children reading during the summer so they don't forget what they've learned during the school year. And you don't have to read 500 books. We say our goal for children who read easy books is to read 10. Now, if you read juvenile books, which are maybe a little bit harder, a little bit longer, we ask you to read 5. Now, we have kids that read, you know, hundreds of books, but that's to meet your goal. And we want everybody to meet their goal, just to read, you know, some books over the summer. You just come into the library and register, or online. You can do that online. You do have to come into the library to get your reading log, which is Alabama has a universe of stories. This has a place to write down the titles you read. The books have to come from the Comer Library. They can be books we have in the library, or you can use our app or go to Capstone or Abdo, and we have that information right here, and read some books online. All of those count. We just want you to read. We want you to read together. Someone can read to you, read with you. We just want you to read.
Just read.
I know, it's fun.
It
But
is.
we have prizes we're going to give away. We have smaller prizes. When you meet your goal, you get a bag to carry your books in that says Universe of Stories. You're going to get a coupon for maybe free ice cream, and you're going to get to put your name in for the bigger prizes, which we're giving away a telescope, a dollhouse, a little splash and play mat, a water gun.
Teens is headphones and a Bluetooth speaker, so which I personally would like to have, but I'm not a teen, so
Sorry.
but I would read for that.
Yes, and that prize is just for ages 12 and up.
Right. Yeah, we wanted to really encourage that age group because I know you get older, you get involved in a lot of things. You know, maybe you're driving and you're not reading quite as much. So we just kind of wanted to encourage that age group a little bit more.
So that prize is just for them. But we have lots of little small prizes you get when you've read your 10 books or your 5 books. If you're reading little harder books and you meet your goal, you get to put your name in for the prize drawing, which will be the end of July. Then every time, to encourage more reading, every time you read more books, you get just a little prize. Everybody likes a little incentive to keep going, I know. This will go on all summer. We don't give away the large prizes till the end of July. So we encourage you to come in. You can register online or come into the library, but you do need to come into the library to get your reading log in your packet with all the other information. And before we've got a few minutes before we close, but I want to be sure and thank our sponsors again.
Yes.
We are very blessed, as we said, in our community to have people who help us, like Mandy Reams and Kevin Whitman helping you.
Yeah, local people that
yes.
are just coming in, giving their time to, meet with my teens, or even the sponsors who maybe they don't have time to, give the time, but they can provide some of the funds so that we can bring in these wonderful, wonderful performers.
Yes, the performers, the prizes, the things for Storytime crafts. Construction paper, all of that.
It's not free.
No, it's not. But we have such a great community. We're very blessed. Trying to think anything else. Only thing you need to register for is the Summer Reading Club and for the teen program. So we want to do that for sure. Well, we have a few minutes left. Let's talk about a few of the books we have. I've got one that goes along with our theme, Mousetronaut. This is I think it's like based on a partially true story. So going along with the theme, we've gotten some new books. Some are about space and some are just new fun books. So this will be one fun. It's written by astronaut Mark Kelly.
How cool is that? It's a book about an astronaut mouse written by an astronaut.
An astronaut. And they really did take mice into space. Now, that's about where the true part of the story ends, but that's a lot of fun. You got something for teens?
I do. I have a few here for teens. These are part of sort of the same series. They're not necessarily in a series you have to read in order, but they're by the same author. This one is Part of Your World. Everybody, just about, I'm sure, has seen The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yes.
And this is a book about what would happen if Ariel had never defeated Ursula. So I've never thought about that before. What would happen if, the ending to some of these fairy tales hadn't happened? This is a good read. It's a little bit thicker, so this would be, this would count as juvenile one you could read with 5 books to get a prize. Or
we have just a few seconds, so tell.
Okay, Mirror, Mirror is What If the Evil Queen Poisoned the Prince? So interesting reads.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us today, and I hope you will come into the library and sign up for summer reading and come to some of our programs. Thank you for joining us, and
We
come
hope
see
to
us.
see you there. Yeah.
Yes, true. Bye-bye.